This is the nurse. Everybody loves her. Everybody adores her. But does everybody know how to play with her? Her movement speed is cheeks, but her teleportation is all class. After this video, you'll have the tools to unleash your inner nurse on some sweaty survivors. But first, let's talk build. How do we support this lovely lady? Well, to really make this lioness roar, it's all about the aura, baby. First, we have Predator to help us see the aura of someone with the zoomies we just lost chase with. Second, Nurse's Calling to keep an eye on the kiddos who are healing within your terror radius. Third, my favorite, Nowhere to Hide to see the rats hanging around a gen you just kicked. And lastly, I'm all ears to see the aura of someone after doing a fast fall. These are the perks to make our levitating darling a killing machine. For add-ons, I have the Ataxic Respiration to decrease blink fatigue and Metal Spoon to make the survivors a little easier to hear after you hit them. Without further ado, let's get cracking. Azeroth. So this one should be a pretty decent map for us. Lots of open areas. Typically when you do those traveling blinks, you want to limit it to just one long one, and then you save that second blink for if you actually stumble upon a survivor, you're now able to blink toward them and hopefully get within striking distance. Whiffed him. So in the beginning you kind of want to gauge the skills and the techniques that these survivors have, because they pretty much only have like 3 options to counter the blinks. So one is to either just like stay still, 2 change course on you by like double backing. That is probably the most popular one to do, where good survivors will do that. But yeah, a lot of the times, you know, survivors that stay still, it's normally they break line of sight and then they stay still. So they'll go around a corner and then they'll just stay right there at that corner so that you'll blink past them. And then they'll basically double back at that point. So we know that the ace is a guy that will double back on us. So I'm going to keep that in mind. Whenever I have to do a blink attack on him again, I'm going to make sure that I catch him as he's doubling back. Another thing to pay attention to is that number of blinks in the bottom left hand side of the screen. Before you start going into attack mode, you want to make sure that you have 2 blinks in the chamber. If you go at it with just one, you might find yourself in the event you need to do some sort of adjustment, like you overshot a blink and you need to adjust. I was convinced that the Steve was going to come back to this gen, but he has not yet. Bill the Beamer. Oh, yeah. I knew that Bill was going to be one of the good ones. He was going to double back, so I caught him there. This Steve, I'm still kind of on the fence about the Steve. Yeah, the Claudette was just standing in that one spot there. So she froze up on me. Bill, you old bag of beans. I'm gonna basement him. Pro tip, do not try to blink out of the basement. You are not going to be able to leave the basement. I think it has something to do with the height of it, so you got to get a little bit more elevated. Honestly, I would just get to the top of the stairs and then blink out. You can blink down into the basement, no problem, but definitely don't try to blink out. Oh, nice dead hard ace. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to check back basement. I'm going to leave the Bill because I'm not a tunneling piece of garbage. I don't have to tunnel usually. Alright, I'm gonna go back to check these gens that have progress on them. Nobody came back to this one. Alright, so I see sparks coming out this one. The Bill and the ace have to be over here on this side. And the only place that they have any business of being is working on that gen in Killer Shack. See, the ace double backed, so I didn't overshoot it. I just basically blinked about 75% of the distance between him and I. See, this is why you have to have nowhere to hide on Nurse. It is just so powerful, especially around Killer Shack. You know, Killer Shack is such a strong area to get looped at. Having that nowhere to hide to be able to see through the walls will really save your ass. Hell, even I'm All Ears will save your ass there. If they fast vault the window. So I really wanted the ace, but he is not over here. He actually hung around there and he revived the Bill. I don't think that the Bill has Unbreakable. Yes, see, and now they're cross healing. So, oh, all right. So I thought that he was gonna double back on me. So with pallets, you don't really need to worry about breaking the pallet so much because you're Nurse, you can teleport through them. So typically the nurses that waste a lot of time breaking pallets are the baby nurses. But also in some circumstances, like Midwich, for example, it can be tough blinking through those loops with the drop pallet. I'll sometimes overshoot into the next room. So on a map like this, you're good to leave dropped pallets. I would honestly only break them if you could foresee them being annoying, like the one at Killer Shack. Just give him a little something. Clicking his flashlight. So, gotta give him a couple smooches. Got him down. I hear the bill. I think I heard him in a locker, but I'm gonna just make 100% sure. Yeah, he's in the locker. I don't know what the play was there, Bill. Alright, so I'm not gonna hold this game hostage. I'm just gonna hook him. If the ace finds the hatch, great. So the gates are really far apart here. The ace is gonna easily be able to open an exit gate and escape, especially if he's at that far one. So I'll blink around, but he's definitely getting out of here. Here we see the exit gate lights, all in red. He's opened the gate. Yeah, he is out of here. Oh, what a classy guy. Wow, he dropped his med kit. That's like the equivalent of a tip of the hat. Thanks, Ace. Alright, build. Yeah, super sweat build, dead hard, Windows opportunity. Those guys were looking to do some dirt, but we got the dub. At any rate, thanks you guys for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me with the channel. And get out there, get your nurse reps in. You're gonna get bullied at first, but keep on playing with her, and I guarantee you after like the first 3 or 4 matches, you're gonna start dominating.